Hello YouTube, RHJF back again with another video, and this is the second to last episode of our Road to Santa Hat. And no, I have not completed the series yet, but as you'll see from the price check and the profit that we make in the remainder of the video, that we are very close, and I will be able to have the Santa Hat either tonight or tomorrow, meaning next video. I will be able to buy it at the very end, and then I'll do like a final wrap-up video, which I've been alluding to pretty much this entire series, what this series taught me, how to make money, and a little surprise for everyone who's been watching my videos, which you will see a little bit later. But as you can see, we've been flipping some Frostbones and regular Dragon Bones again, and some Drygor weapons, and these have been working out really well. And also I did do some trading in the World 2 and World 1. It didn't work out as well as I would have hoped, but it did work a little bit. I did manage to buy a couple Virtus items and sell them as 300, 400k margins, which every little bit helps, and it's one way to go about it. If you have that item capped in the GE and you still know the margin and it's a very good margin, that's one way to go about it. Just say, hey, I'm buying whatever. So with that being said, I also did do some Flip Chat 1 items that I was buying there. As you saw, some guy paid me 7.5 mil for a Bandos chestplate, and then I went ahead and bought it back and only kept the money in the series that was the difference between that. So along that, as you can see, I'm trying to negotiate out some different items, buying different items, and it's going pretty well and making about 300, 400k on the margins that things I'm buying on the street. And I usually try and go for a little bit bigger of a margin for things when I'm buying it in the Grand Exchange, because people on the street can negotiate back at you and counter your whatever you want to try and buy it for. And as I said also before, here's our price check up to this point. I'm a little farther by the end of this video, as you'll see, but I think we're up around 150 something mil at this point, so we're making really good headway. And as I said, though, this will be the second to last episode, and right now I'm doing some flipping in Nex and SS French Chat, flipping some Torva items and Pernix, and I don't think I'm going to do any Pernix because I'm not really very familiar with the size of the margins with those items, but I'm pretty familiar with Torva and Virtus, so I will be doing those, and I do believe there's some at the end of this episode as well. So on that note, I think the rest of this video is just flips, if I remember right. Yes. The Barrows, when I actually PC or price checked the actually how much I earned, I didn't actually get anything. It was just like 200 or 300k. So if you guys have been keeping track and you see a little differential in how much money I have, that's probably what it is. It was like 270 something k. So if that's about how much you were off, that's the reasoning. And as you can see, these Dragon Bones are going really awesome for us. And as I lied there, we did buy some Pernix boots for 9.6 mil, and we're trying to sell them for 9.9 mil. And I do believe they end up going in selling for that. And we're just flipping away and making, I think on the Torva items, I was going for about 600, 700k margins. And for the bigger items like Torva plate legs and Torva plate body, I did try and go for 1 mil margins, and I did end up getting a mil margin on the plate body, but the plate legs were just not a mil margin at the time. So there I'm showing you that I did buy that one item, and it's selling right there because I accidentally took it out because I was going to take it out, and I clicked on the X and it bought right when I did that. And I was and then I went over to collect the money, and I collected the item on accident, so I didn't get the picture of it. And there you can see the last of the things that we had from that session did end up selling right there. And then I put in for some new items, and I had actually forgotten at this point that all the items in Nex and XS are actually that you can buy 2 for every 4 hours, and I thought it was only 1. So I did kind of screw myself out of the margins there instead of having to test out for the margins. Since I already knew them from the one I flipped before, I could have just done it again, but I did forget about that. So do remember that when you're flipping, always know how many you can buy. It will allow you to make more money, because if you've done one already, you already know the margin, unless you're told it by someone or French Chat like that. So always know how many you can buy. Just a little tip for you. And this guy, he was saying like he's buying full Torva for like 610 mil. I have no idea why, but he would put up the 610 mil when I put up like my full Torva, and he would get to the second trade screen and just sit it there forever, and then would decline it, which I kind of figured what would happen, but I put it in there so I would remember to talk about it. If people are saying that, it's usually a scam, but if you get like the 1 in 1,000 that are actually doing it like that because they don't actually know what the prices are, it's always worth like 5 seconds of your effort to see if they'll actually accept. And there you can see our Torva plate body did get the 1 mil margin and will sell for, there you go, the 1 mil margin. So we ended up making 2 mil on Torva plate bodies alone. So I think with that being said, all the rest of this video is me repairing my Ganodermic and Polypore because they were damaged from going to Bandos and Barrows and stuff like that. And so we did take a big hit in our actual how much money we got back from that because the Ganodermic flakes cost so much money. But on that note, I think I'm going to, this is the end of the video. So if you did enjoy, please remember to like. It helps me out immensely, and it helps other people find out about my channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and comment about anything in this video. And as always,